Hello, happy Friday. Welcome back to Maddie G Grows. I'm Maddie and I come to my grandma's every week and I garden in her yard. And so today I'm going to show you an update on the garden and how things are looking, see if we can harvest anything and kind of go from there. But I first wanted to show you these beautiful flowers behind me here. It seems like everywhere in the yard things are just growing out of control almost. And I'll give you another example of that because behind me on this side, all of this we really need to cut out. We cut all of it out last year and it's grown back in full force. So need to cut all this down and get some Roundup on it so that hopefully it can stop coming back. But because we've waited a little bit in the season to tackle this project, they're now massive, which is gonna make it a little bit more difficult to get everything out of there. But that is a project for another day because today we have some big things going on. Not so much in the gardening world, but it is my small town's celebration that they have every year, and they have brought a country music artist in, and so there's a concert tonight that I will be scanning tickets for. So don't have a lot of time today to get a lot accomplished, so we're just going to see what we can tackle. But I would really like to give you a tour of these beautiful flowers in this garden first. You can see our cranes are a little bit hidden now in these beautiful flowers. I love the color of these lilies. That's beautiful. There's so many different colors of lilies throughout my grandma's yard. It's just amazing. These ones haven't quite bloomed yet. You can see the crocodile is really buried up in the grass, but that kind of adds to it at this point. Looks like he's right where he belongs. Is that garlic? I think that's garlic. Like this here. I feel like that's what we harvested one year. My uncle was telling me if you crack that open and take what look like little seeds out of there, you can plant them and you can eventually have garlic, but it will take a couple of years if you're planting them from those. These just look so funky. I love it. There's going to be a lot more lilies where that comes from, huh? Some yellow and orange. These purple flowers are fun. Mosquitoes are starting to come out. Oh my goodness. That almost stabbed me. The rose bushes. Reaching. This is going to be real lovely when all of these bloom here. Ooh, there's a really pretty one back there I want to get to. Let's see. But first I'll show you these pink ones. That's gorgeous. Sorry, I'm getting attacked. So many bugs. Some more pretty red. And then white. And these pale ones. Oh my goodness. I don't know if I can get to that really pretty one over there. I'm gonna try. This will be a quick stop because the bugs are terrible over here. Gorgeous. And this cute little orange one all by its lonesome up here. I was trying to wait until my mom was done on the mower because I know that's loud. Alright, I'm approaching the garden and first thing I'm seeing is peas. There's tons of peas down there. All those peas, they're all over. Look at those ones. I know, that one's massive. I bet somewhere on the other side I can find some. These tomatoes do not look happy. They look hot. Ooh, those ones are ready. This looks awful though. Like, why are they all crispy and curly? Lots of tomatoes on that one.
Oh, a lot.
I know, I want to pick those. Come back around for them. We need to go get some of that string and tie this all up. Ooh. Look at the peppers. Oh my god. There's so many. Look at that. That one's huge. Do you see that, Tate? I'm in the sun. That's crazy. That is bigger than my hand. Those are huge. Never mind the cantaloupe. Gotta start pulling them so that they go this way. I wonder if we can see any actual fruit forming or just the flowers still. But essentially, my understanding is that there are male flowers and female flowers. And at the base of the female flowers, there should be fruit. The beans are finally flowering, if that's what that is. The purple ones are funky. I think these onions are way too close together, so I think we're gonna need to start pulling some of them so that they can actually, the other ones can actually get bigger because they're all just running into each other. Ugh, okay. I pulled out so much of this kale last week and it's already insane again. And the potatoes. I'm also pleasantly surprised that honestly there has not been that many weeds to pull. Like there's definitely areas where I could spend some time and pull some weeds, but there's not a crazy amount for there being definitely a lack of coverage. Like there's not a lot of grass down this row here, but there's also not a lot of weeds. So that's good. Same with this one. Now this area could probably use some help, but also the vines of the cantaloupe are covering that area, and so I'm not all that worried about it.
Got the cardboard.
Oh, it's okay. We can do it next time or tomorrow.
It looks like it's going that way.
It is. So I pulled that half. I kind of wanted to do an experiment last week, so I pulled that half of it onto it, like the backs, and it flopped it, and it looks like it's working. Thank you. Your opinion on the onions is what I want, Mom. So these ones are fine, but all of these ones are way too close together. And take them home and use them.
Yeah.
Just like every other. Like every other one.
Yeah.
Cause like,
that's what she used to do.
Cause that's like,
Yeah.
they're just running into each other. I guess this is for my kale, so this is a side thing.
It's like they got something on them. Like
that does look like disease.
Or they got sprayed.
Or sprayed. But it's more on the purple ones than on the...
Yeah. Oh, they are different beans.
Well, they're one pack, but it's a variety pack.
Oh, okay. So that's...
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But that does look like what's called plant rust. Which is a disease.
Too wet.
Yeah,
Don't
probably.
the tomatoes look like scraggly?
They look horrible. Yeah, because my one at home, so those two are the same as my one at home, and my one at home is taller than me.
I just don't know if they like being out in the open like that, maybe.
But they were over here last year and they grew.
But they were in a cage, so they grew to, you know what I mean?
Bush out.
I don't know if they just don't like that.
Well, I think what we need to do is like what you were saying and what the other YouTubers were saying is to take the string. Somebody, like if I could get somebody to hold the plant towards this, we take the string and wrap it.
Yeah, the whole way.
Yep. Yeah,
they got tomatoes.
Yeah, but the plants do look horrible. Well, also that the leaves are like...
They're like wilty.
Yeah.
And it rained.
Yeah, so I think too that there needs to be pruning because a lot of it's touching the ground. Yeah, not making me happy, but look at these giant, ridiculous peppers.
Those peppers are huge.
Huge.
If you pick lettuce, I'll eat more lettuce.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick some. I don't know if y'all can see that, but the onions are just too close together. So I'm gonna take out about every other to spread them out a little, let them have some room, but that might disturb them. We'll see what I can do. I don't want to have smaller onions like this just because we didn't pull some out and give some space. So we'll see what I can do here. Oops. I think that's better on the onion front. So I've given the onion some breathing room here. I could still pull more like this one. They're just too close together and they need some space to grow. So I pulled some out, given them room. Whereas these ones that have been spread out are looking big already, which is awesome. So here's all what I've taken out. Looks like we've got Grandma and Rob heading our way. Oh, oh, hold on. Wait, is that a baby bunny? Oh my gosh. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's crazy. Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. What are you? What are you? There's baby bunnies in those pea plants, or in those bean plants. I think we need to rehome you. But you're mighty cute. Oh my. That's crazy. Look at how cute. Wow.
I saw the bunny kept running out. Every time I come out here, a bunny would run out of the garden.
There's a couple. I can only see the one in the front, but I know there's a couple in there. You can see his little face.
Aww.
He's sleeping. He's like, why are you bothering me?
Why are you in my garden?
Well,
At least that's better than being out in the middle of the yard.
Yeah,
yes.
exactly.
Yeah. We're gonna get some more kale. I ate a ton of kale this week, so I've been cooking it into eggs, and I made like a chicken with a creamy Parmesan sauce that had kale in it. What else? Anything that I remember that I have kale, I just throw it in. Hope the bunnies are enjoying this snack. If they're gonna live in the garden, I can understand why. That's for sure. Oh no, pretty sure this is a cabbage worm. These were the death of me last year. I had kale on my balcony, and these little critters were all over it. That makes me mad to see them again, because I was kind of triggered by them last year. Let's see. Sorry, buddy. You gotta get out of here. Not buddy. I actually don't like you, but that's okay. No. Yep, this is a problem now. I knew it was coming because I couldn't have imagined that if they were on my balcony that they wouldn't start causing problems here. But I am disappointed because these are were hard for me to figure out and get rid of last year. In fact, I didn't. I just ended up ripping everything out because it was so frustrating. So I'll just keep doing what I can do and saving what I can save, but that makes me nervous. And you probably noticed that I've always checked the underside of every leaf, and that's why I don't like seeing that stuff. Oof, that's a big one. You want to see another one? Do you see it? Not a good sign. I hate to see them. Really hate to see them. But what can you do? There's really not a lot you can from my understanding. If you know what to do to get rid of those, please let me know. And then also keep in mind, anything that you tell me has to be something I can do on a weekly basis. So with that in mind, my kale might be starting to become a loss. I won't do bugs. It's kind of silly, honestly, because when you're gardening, you kind of have to have a certain level of being okay with bugs. I can see the eggs on them too. Sad. That's how you know. That's how you know we're done for. I don't think there's any saving that one. It's such a bummer. The cabbage worms have come, and they're really wreaking havoc on half of them. But I have a huge bag of kale, so I'm not mad about it. I am mad about it, but I'm not affected quite yet. But I don't think we'll be able to get much more from these.
Do they just eat kale and cabbage?
Basically, kale, cabbage, lettuce. So I inspect everything, and I brought my salad spinner so we can easily clean stuff. But I guess I'll get some lettuce here and tie up the tomatoes, and I think I'm gonna. Yeah, I don't really know what's going on. This doesn't look good.
They look shrivelly though.
Yeah, they look horrible.
Like they're either like they even are like hot or
Yeah.
too hot.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Yeah, I don't really know what to do about that. There's not much you can do about that.
No.
You just have
And
to.
they've had water, so it's not like it's water.
Isn't it supposed to rain tonight?
Yeah.
So.
No, tomorrow. No, is it tomorrow? I don't know. They kind of moved the rain a little.
So maybe. Oh, I accidentally picked that one. Maybe that means it's ready.
It is done. That's a big one though.
Yeah, it is. Like I kind of just want to.
Usually if they just pop off, they are.
I'm gonna taste it. Tastes like pepper. I picked the tomatoes, but unfortunately, these ones are cracked, probably because of all the just random amounts of rain and then dry and rain and dry. Probably too much rain when they started changing color. These ones look good. Did you see the baby bunnies? You gotta see them. Right here. You see that?
Yeah.
Little babies in that hole.
Stop that cantaloupe.
Yeah, that's probably why they're there. It's like, I can't wait for that cantaloupe. All that cabbage, or all that kale has freaking cabbage worms, like what was on the balcony last year.
All that?
All of that is, but that whole bag is full. So that bag is good. That might be the last bag that we can get though. But I need your help with the tomatoes. So you can either tie or hold the plants up. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start at the end and I'm just gonna tie it all the way down. Like I'm gonna tie here and then wrap. I can learn how to tie. And just like pull it down.
Pull it down.
Like pull it all the way down to the end. But I just need, like when I'm coming through, I guess I could kind of do it. But if you could just like, after I walk past, kind of make sure that things are up in where I'm going here. I'm gonna do a lot of pruning once we get these tied up. I think that's part of the problem. I went to show my mom this pepper and it fell right off, so I'm gonna go with it's ready to go. So we did one string around all of them, and now in this one we're weaving it back and forth from the panel over the plant so that there's a little bit more, I don't know if we call it resistance, pull towards the panel. Now we're on to the lettuce. Once I get this lettuce picked, I think I'm gonna grab maybe some rhubarb and then be done. I asked what I should do with rhubarb in my last video, and I got some comments on some ideas. This might be a hot take, I don't like pie. So I will not be making pie with it. I honestly don't really like dessert. I like savory better than fruity when it comes to snacks. Sorry, getting eaten. Get it off of me. So I guess I might make something with it and just give it away because I don't think I will probably enjoy it very much, whatever sweet dish that I make with it. But I did get suggestions to do like strawberry rhubarb crisps or bars or something like that, which might be doable for me. I'm gonna ask my grandma if she has any wise wisdom on what to do about these cabbage worms that are on my kale. But if you all have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments. They drove me nuts last year on my balcony, and I'm really not happy about them wreaking havoc here as well. Okay, that's good. All right, I think that's all I got in me today. I gotta get back to my parents' house and get ready for this concert. It's Jerrod Niemann. I think I know maybe 3 of his songs, but I'm excited. So anyways, my bag of lettuce, my massive bag of kale that I already sent home with my mom, and then I got a pepper, 2 tomatoes, and a couple of pea pods. So a little bit of harvesting got done today. Getting attacked. I will say the mosquitoes are bad right this second, but today they weren't near as bad as how gross and thick they were last week. So if you've watched this far, again, please leave a comment below if you know what to do about my cabbage worm situation. Makes me anxious. I really hope they don't jump over to my cantaloupe. I don't even know if that's a thing that they like, but want to protect that at any cost. So anyways, let me know about that in the comments. If you'd like to stay tuned to see what's growing, what's not, and what we have to replant, please hit the subscribe button. And if you like this video, hit the like. That really helps me. I will say we are at 90 subscribers, and today it is June 26th. My goal was to have 100 subscribers by the end of June. So if you can help me out with that, and if you really do want to stick along for this journey, please give me a subscribe. I really appreciate those of you who subscribe, follow along, and have been commenting on my videos each week. That really makes me happy to see people enjoying my content and engaging with it. So I really appreciate that. As always, if you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments below. Another thing I would like to know opinions on is what's going on with my tomatoes. They're just kind of crispy and sad, and I'll have to show an update on the tomatoes that are on my balcony at home, but those ones are like as tall as me right now and putting off lots of flowers and are probably going to be fruiting soon, whereas a couple of these are fruiting, but none of them are very tall, and the leaves are very much shriveled and not looking very healthy. So if you have any thoughts on that, please let me know about that in the comments as well. But I think that that's all I'm going to do today. So thank you so much for joining along. I hope you have a great weekend and a great week, and I will see you next week on Sunday. Take care.